Hello and welcome fans and friends and viewers of YouTube. My name is 8-Bit Ben, and today I'm back from a little bit of an extended break that I took from YouTube. I think it ended up working out about 4 or 5 days, even though I had planned it to be about 3 days. I think it was much needed because I had been doing videos for like 7 days straight, and each of those videos contained very heavy editings. It was starting to get to my head a little bit, but unfortunately I have to say my body still isn't ready quite to release a video that I'm planning to release hopefully by tomorrow. But today we're actually going to do a collection video on my Nintendo 3DS and DS games, but this is going to be a little bit different from how I usually do my collection because I've actually made a custom case to hold all of the cartridges. That includes all the ones that had boxes, but also all the ones that never had boxes that I had bought over the years. So I'll show you the ones that didn't have boxes as I show them to you. So we're going to switch. So here we have the little case I made for this the other day. This has 60 individual protective cases, each for these cartridges, and we're going to go over each cartridge in a timely fashion. But this has been something I've been wanting to make for probably a good 3 years because I felt like my collection was getting a bit out of hand. It was always kind of difficult searching for all these different cartridges in the case that I was holding them in. They're just kind of all bunched together. So I'm so glad that I was able to organize all of these. And I think there's one game which I can't fit onto this, which is James Cod, which frankly is quite a crap game. So I really don't like it. But anyway, all these other ones are at least half decent, so we're going to go over each of them. So I'm going to start with the top row for 3DS. So we got like Nintendo, Super Mario Land, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 7, and Link Between Worlds, which are probably my top favorite 3DS games on the system. Then Kid Icarus, Happy Home Designer, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, which is a really good remake with some extra levels and stuff. I still haven't finished it yet. Bit Trip Saga, which is like a compilation of the Bit Trip series, a very interesting series if you like retro games and stuff like that. Chibi Robo Ziplash, the much hated sequel to Chibi Robo on the GameCube and also kind of on the DS, but anyway. Need for Speed The Run, definitely probably the crappiest game I have on the 3DS. I really wish I hadn't gotten this one, but because I was such a big fan of the Need for Speed series, I thought it would be half decent. But you know what ruins it? The stylus controls completely ruined this game, so yeah. Next up is Mario Tennis, probably the best Mario Tennis in my opinion. Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Mario and Luigi Dream Team Bros, which I still haven't finished that one yet. I really am meaning to finish that one along with Luigi's Mansion 2. Luigi's Mansion 2 is amazing. I think it has really hugely improved upon the original, which I actually finished recently, but I have yet to finish the sequel, so yeah. We have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, probably my favorite Pokemon apart from Pearl up to this day. It's a very good game. Really nice graphics. I really love the water effects at nighttime. Pilot Wings Resort, one of the 2 launch games I got for the Nintendo 3DS. Really fantastic game if you haven't seen it. Do pick it up. Super Smash Bros. 3DS, still a very good version of the game. Super Mario Bros. 2, probably the most forgettable Mario Bros. Game in the series to me at least, but still a decent game. A new Art Academy, I'm very into art, so it is a very handy game to have if I feel like drawing. I think this is my newest 3DS game here, which is Super Pokemon Rumble. So I'm just trying to catch my breath here. It's an alright game. I haven't really played that much of it, but it's fun so far. Star Fox 64 3D. I was very disappointed by this game because of how short it was, but I never had played the original, so now I understand why it's so short. Rayman 3D, a really cool remake. Pokemon Y. It's a really fantastic game. Again, if you haven't played it yet, I would say get it. Pokemon Moon, also very good. I haven't finished it, but I really want to get around to playing it. Once I've finished Zelda Breath of the Wild, I think I'm going to go straight to Pokemon Moon because I've been meaning to play it since I got it. Xenoblade Chronicles, sorry I'm stuttering a lot here. Xenoblade Chronicles. I think that's just what it's called on the 3DS. Yeah, it's just a remake of the Wii game. Very, very good. Recommend it. Sonic Lost World for 3DS. A very interesting version of the game, which I really liked on the Wii U. I think it's got some unique aspects to it. Sega 3D Classics Collection. Really, really cool. It's an absolute essential game to get if you like Sega games. So you have some really interesting 3D effect games and whatever. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and we also have The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, both really, really good games. I've yet to finish Majora's Mask, so we're going to move on to the other side, which has 5 more 3DS games. And here are the other 5 3DS games. So we have Tetris Ultimate, I think it's called, on the 3DS. Don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure it's the one that's the older version of Tetris that came out in the 3DS, because I think there's like Tetris Deluxe, which I didn't get. Paper Mario Sticker Star, surprisingly I have finished this one, and it's a really, how to say, really bad sequel to Paper Mario in general. Tomodachi Life, a really, really, really unusual game, but really cool. Definitely recommend picking it up if you can find it on the cheap, but it still goes for a pretty sizable price, so yeah. Kirby Triple, oh yeah, that's right, Kirby Triple Deluxe and Tomodachi Life are the 2 games I don't have covers for in the 3DS, so if you want to donate to the 8-Bit Ben Foundation, feel free to leave a comment below. But anyway, Kirby Planet Robobot, really, really cool game as well, but I haven't finished both these Kirby games yet, so a lot of these I haven't actually got around to even finishing yet, so and then we're going to move on to DS games. So we have Super Princess Peach, Kirby Mass Attack, MarioWare DIY, Yoshi Touch and Go, which was my first DS game, I believe. It was one of my first anyway. And then we have Pokemon Pearl, which was my first Pokemon game, by the way, my first real Pokemon game that I actually played through. I really recommend it. Animal Crossing Wild World, really cool game. Pokemon Heart Gold, also an alright game. I haven't really played it too much, but I have the Pokewalker, which is kind of rare to find now. Like, I'll actually show you, because I have it with me here. Here we have the Pokewalker, which only works with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So yeah, then we have Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Jungle Climber, Wario Master of Disguise, Yoshi's Island DS. I really love this game when I got it like years ago. New Super Mario Bros. This game I actually wasn't going to get, but then my brother convinced me to get it. I'm so glad he did. Really fantastic game overall. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, which I think is the one that came out after Mario vs. Donkey Kong on GBA, which is still my favorite one. We have Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Still haven't finished that one, but did make some progress last year. Diddy Kong Racing DS, a really, really cool remake. A really fantastic game if you have it on the N64 or the DS. Metroid Prime Hunters, sorry if I go off camera there. Metroid Prime Hunters, a very, it's an alright Metroid game. It uses stylus controls. I think you can use normal buttons as well, so it's a pretty good game overall, but it hasn't aged that well. So we have my favorite Mario and Luigi game here, Partners in Time. It was a really phenomenal game, really good storyline, pretty intriguing gameplay and stuff like that. Then we have Nintendogs, which I actually bought recently because I had sold my original copy of the same game, which is the Dash Hand edition. So yeah. Pokemon Ranger, I got this game and never got around to playing it, and I'm kind of annoyed about that because I actually always wanted to play this one in particular. For some reason it's always intrigued me, but I never got around to it. Pokemon White, I couldn't find my original copy, so I had to buy it again, so yeah. Hopefully I'll find that other copy someday because it had a better label on it. Professor Layton and the Curious Village, haven't finished it, but I have finished the other games in the series, not the 3DS ones, but the other DS ones. Sonic Rush Adventure. I'm just thinking, I actually don't know where my... Oh yeah, I do remember now. I think I actually sold my copy of Sonic Rush, the original one, on the DS years ago, so unfortunately I don't have that anymore. I haven't finished that game, but I do want to. I really, really do want to finish it someday. But it's a little bit too repetitive with how it works and stuff. Mario and Sonic the Olympic Game still my favorite in my opinion. A Japanese copy of Animal Crossing for the DS, Wild World. So I think it'll be called Dobsu no Mori. I'm not sure what the rest of the name is called in Japanese, but anyway, we have new brain, or sorry, not new, but more brain training. And the last game here is Professor Layton and the Lost Future, a really, really cool time traveling game. Well, I'm not going to spoil any story, so, but I think out of all the Professor Layton games I can recommend, it'd probably be this one or Pandora's Box, which I don't have anymore. So, guys, that was my entire 3DS collection. I've spent years collecting this and spent hundreds of pounds to obtain this collection, so it's just crazy to think how much time is being put into this, and that at the end of the day I think it was worth it. But it's definitely lots I want to get into, and I feel like it's definitely a collection I want to finish someday. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out my older stuff, and if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and if you have subscribed, don't forget to ring the bell. Bye, guys.